Racing Service Watanabe is one of the last standing authentic legacy Japanese wheel companies that does everything in-house by Japanese craftsmen. It's hard not to compare them to those who still make samurai swords by hand, as it's something so uniquely Japanese. They have been hand-building wheels since 1965, and since then, they haven't changed the process. While they welcome visitors to their headquarters, the foundry where the sand cast wheels are created has been a very closely guarded secret. In fact, we're the very first people to capture this age-old process on camera for the car culture world to see. My buddy Russell was able to convince Mr. Watanabe to let us film because of how antiquated the process actually is. The method is very tedious, and as technology has advanced, it's become incredibly inefficient to produce wheels in this fashion. It takes an entire week for them to make 11 sandcast wheels. We first started our journey in the aluminum metal cast wheel area where they produce the most common sizes.
I've seen a lot of cool things in the car world, but I think this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. 20 years, I've never seen a wheel getting made. So that's what's happening right now. They're about to do a pour of the molten aluminum. It's 750 degrees Celsius in there. Look, they're just scooping it out like water. Look at that. It's a two-man operation. At first I was thinking, okay, maybe this is something I can help them with just to say that I made a wheel, but this is like way scarier than I anticipated. It's really hard to convey how hot it is just standing next to this thing where they have the molten metal in. It is so hot, like my face hurts, it's that hot. We had a chance to watch them do these two and they're just still so hot. I can feel the heat just coming off of it. But yeah, that's how the cast wheel is made. That's how you see the natural texture and everything on this wheel is just the way it comes. They just have to clean it up and then it's a wheel ready to run on your whatever car, tuner car.
While this was so incredible to see so many other wheel manufacturers make wheels this way, what is unique to RS Watanabe are the sandcast wheels.
We're now going to where the sand castings are made, but check this out. This huge pile of sand is just scrap from all the molds. So that made a wheel. And if you guys are wondering, it makes one wheel, and then they dump the sand over here. And to make the sand molds, they have all of these handmade wood stencils. They're all just like carved out by hand over here. It says the size on them. This is a wheel that's a little more recognizable. It's that classic Watanabe spoke. That is so crazy. Just look at the detail.
I never want to hear you guys complain about how expensive RS Watanabe wheels are. There's 4 different sand molds they have to create for each wheel. Depending on the design of the wheel, there could be more. It takes about 2 days just to create the sand molds to do one casting. They pump CO2 to harden the sand in the molds. If you have a cool car to sell, check out Hagerty Marketplace. It's free to list your car. You get dedicated support before, during, and after your auction. You get to keep 100% of the profits. Check out the link down below.
This is so cool. So these are the fronts, and you could tell they're the fronts because look at how detailed the sand mold is. Look at the Watanabe wheel logo. It's just done into the sand like it's a sand castle or something. It's amazing that they can withstand so much force from the casting and it getting moved around, and it's literally just sand.
They have to mold in these metal hooks because as the wheel details get more intricate, it's harder to release the sand from the wooden mold. These sandcast wheels are only made to order, and it would take about 2 years if you ordered them today. It's a little less time for the metal cast wheels, and it's about 4 to 6 months to get a set of the new flow-formed wheels. How many wheels has this hammer made? Like, look how dull this thing is. It's just like this wooden hammer with some sandpaper on it for the handle.
We spent like 2 hours watching them make sand molds, and talk about pure Japanese craftsmanship. Just true artisans, these folks. We're learning on the fly because unfortunately none of these individuals, these craftsmen, know how to speak English. We're trying to get by with Google Translate. A lot of it is lost in translation, but what they're doing is they're just showing us the process and we're learning as we're watching it. That is crazy. So they have to take these things one by one out of the oven right now. I just wanted to point out that this gentleman is using his bare hands to check and also shape the sand. It's just like that last little final touch, making sure it's perfectly smooth. This is the thing that blows me away. This stuff is so fragile and frail. It's sand. They had to be so careful not to have to redo their work, because if you could imagine, all of this effort was put to get these pieces assembled in this way, this precisely. You cannot mess up at this point. Look what happened to this one. They had to remake this one because this one got destroyed. It's just a giant puzzle, but the puzzle are these sand castings, and after the puzzle is done, you pour molten magnesium into it. I understand that this process has been going on for 65 years, but how is it that something so imprecise can be so precise? We're talking about blocks of sand here put together to make something that is round and true, and something that you can spin at 200 miles per hour and it's going to be perfect. That's the thing that really blows me away. The fact that they're doing this by hand and there's so many imperfections, but it still comes out as a perfect wheel. That's the thing that I just can't wrap my head around. This is the thing about magnesium. It's very dangerous to work with. They just removed the stick out of the molten magnesium that has a thermometer on it. And when they put it on the ground, it caught fire. So they had to put a bunch of sand on it to put it out. This is how dangerous it is to work with this material. I asked them why they're heating these trays up. And it's because when they pour the molten magnesium into these molds, there's leftover magnesium that they have to get rid of, right? So what they do is they pour them back into this to make them into ingots again. But if they don't heat it up, it will explode. I asked them why they have to remake these ingots instead of pouring the unused magnesium back into the pot. It's because they have to empty it. Otherwise, it would damage the pot and it would crack, because the temperature difference in the shrinking metal, I guess, will destroy this. So they have to get rid of as much of the magnesium as possible. They're constantly pouring sulfur into this mixture. It's to put out the fires, and it's also to get rid of the impurities in the metal. Once they put all that sulfur in there, all the impurities float to the top. He's scooping out everything that's not supposed to be in there. All the carbon, just so much other stuff that's in the metal. So then that way, whatever is left is as pure magnesium as possible. I've always heard about magnesium wheels being flammable. I didn't realize it was like this. It's so
crazy to me how much more dangerous this is than aluminum. In fact, with aluminum, we were just hovering around. We were walking by that huge pot. We were close to them while they were pouring. Here, I'm a little more reserved. I'm a little further back. When we first came into this room, we just didn't understand why there was so much sand on the ground. I just couldn't picture in my mind what this space was used for. Little did I know, they actually do the pouring right here, right in the middle of the room. I was assuming that this room would be used to make the sand molds, and then they would take it somewhere else to get casted, but I was totally wrong. So right now, they're taking the wet sand and they're surrounding every single bit of these molds. That way it cools down faster, and also that way none of the molten metal leaks out from underneath it. As they're stirring it more and more, it's starting to glow and it's starting to get red, which means it's just getting way, 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 way hotter, and then they're getting more and more of the impurities out of it. This is like what you do at a hot pot restaurant when you're trying to get all the beef fat out of it. This is something that I didn't even really think about. Look, that bucket is glowing. The tools that they use have to be sanitized and prepped for this, because the impurities can come from anywhere. And if there's gunk on the tools that they're using, which is including the bucket that they're using to scoop up the magnesium, then the wheels will not be pure. Now they're getting the molten magnesium. Oh, they're getting ready to pour. Here we go. First pour. What's crazy to me is even the first one that they poured a couple minutes ago, still igniting. If I looked at this from the outside, I would assume they would pour it in from the biggest hole, but they pour it through these tiny little slits there, and then you can see the level of the magnesium goes higher and higher and higher and higher until it starts peeking out of this. We're just watching them make the last 3 wheels right now, but this pot of molten magnesium is almost empty. I don't know if this translates on camera, but the sulfur smell and the gases in here are insane.
I can't breathe in this shit.
I mean, this is just something that just have to deal with. I don't know how these guys do it. Tyler and I are struggling breathing in all that sulfur. Jeez, it's not so much the smell. I can handle the smell. It's the fact that my body can't breathe it and I can't see. It stings really bad.
I'm out on that.
I gotta give it to those guys for being able to handle this. It's been about an hour since they poured all these molds. Now we're back watching them break apart the molds to reveal the cast wheel for the first time. They start off by removing those hooks
to salvage as much as they can. I just want to point out how easy it is for them to break apart the sand. Look at that. That hook has been baked into there, and it's still so easy for them just to remove it. It just goes to show how fragile these molds are. Look at this one here in particular. Just from them pouring in the molten magnesium, it's formed so many cracks. These guys have their hammers out, so I'm assuming it's hammer time.
Those were the two spots where they pointed in.
How many man hours went into making all of these sand molds just for them to just break it all apart? We got a magnesium wheel, boys. It's still hot to the touch. What's interesting is you can clearly see the Watanabe logo right there. And you can also see that it says MG for magnesium. Oh no, another one with imperfections. Wonder what happened there. How is this cost effective at all? Into the scrap pile. This is the problem with handmade things. You take the risk. It's so risky. There's so many things that can go wrong. Unfortunately, they can't sell this wheel. This is going to be remelted and they're going to have to try again. All that hard work just for them to melt it again. This is kind of one of the things that you have to expect when it comes to making something by hand. It's going to be imperfect in a good way, in that, for example, like this face, the texture here you see from the sand is how the wheel's gonna look, including the outer lip area too, right? This wheel unfortunately didn't come out for whatever reason. You guys can obviously see these are handmade with love, with passion, but because they are handmade, that also means they're imperfect. While we appreciate the imperfections in terms of the texture on the wheel, from the sand, from it imprinting into the metal, it also means that some of these wheels don't come out. Despite all the hard work, all the planning, all the sand molds, everything working out perfect, the way the metal goes in, sometimes it just doesn't work out. The cast wheels then get trimmed down quite a bit as there's so much excess metal from the casting process. These are so heavy, and it's amazing to me how much weight is taken off for it to become a finished wheel. They start trimming these once they're finally cool enough to handle. This process was extremely labor intensive, and it's amazing how many of these the Japanese craftsmen were able to go through in a single day. Eventually, these all get loaded into a giant oven as they go through a hardening process. Once they are hardened, they are machined down even further and the proper markings are added as well.
Yoma-san was telling me that he has to take extreme caution when loading this machine, when doing everything on this machine, because it's specifically for the magnesium wheels. But like, if there's some sort of spark, or if anything flammable gets close to here, then this whole thing can go up in flames because these are all magnesium chips all around here.
I asked them, how is it that when they're hand finishing these magnesium wheels, how is it that they don't catch on fire? He says, sometimes they do catch on fire, and that's why they have to be careful. And if a spark occurs, you may get burned, as he says.
Look how many times this has been hit. Like, look at this thing.
After getting to see the whole process of casting aluminum and magnesium wheels, we headed over to RS Watanabe headquarters in Yokohama, which is their original location where they still handle all of the drilling and final machining of the wheels.
We have the two beautiful A86s here, just incredible builds. You have trains going by. One thing that may be lost is the fact that this is just like a normal alleyway.
It is.
It's also crazy to me that it's in a regular neighborhood.
Yeah, it's not like commercial neighborhood. It's like a regular neighborhood.
The next door is houses and then
this
apartments.
Is literally a, like private house.
Right. This is somebody's house.
Yeah.
And they're across the street from Watanabe.
Yeah. So this is the head office of Watanabe. This is where we do all the final processing after the molding. And then we drill them and paint them and then box and ship out from here. So this is the operation of the head office. This is the alien wheel. No holes.
Center lock.
Yeah.
Center lock. This is what we're talking about though when it comes to texture, right? This
Yes.
is the natural,
This is the natural
sand texture.
Yes.
So this doesn't get refined or knocked down at all, right?
No.
Because you embrace this
Yes.
imperfection. Every wheel is different.
Yes.
And then it's the same with this kind of style wheel
Yeah.
too, right?
One.
Look how many wheels are here. And Mr. Watanabe just sits here and watches everybody, right?
Yeah.
He's like, with binoculars, like. Okay, so over here in this room, it's a bunch of drill presses.
Yeah. So he'll show us how we're gonna make a drill. So this is like undrilled, like raw wheel.
It's all hand done.
All hand done. Like it's hand. It's this guy. So he's the only guy that drilling all the wheels now. Like when we were like 80s, when we had like a huge demand, we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 people for drilling. But now we have only this guy left who can drill.
That's all he does every day, nonstop.
Yeah, all, nonstop. So if he gets sick tomorrow, your wheels are not gonna be drilled. Because there's no manual.
Wait, so how long has he been drilling wheels for?
今何年ぐらいですか、渡辺に。
25年ぐらい
It's 26 years here.
26 years.
Yeah.
And then he learned from
The older guy.
the craftsmen that were working before him.
Yeah.
How many wheels does he think he's drilled in his lifetime?
どんぐらいの穴開けたんですか全部で。
もうわからない
で毎日大体何本ぐらい開けるんですか
多い時は昔、
うん
多い時は100何本とか開けてたんで
So usually like back on 80s when they have like huge demand, they were usually like drilling 120 wheels like each person a day. So now like 40 or 50 wheels a day.
Still over 26 years.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's so many wheels. If somebody was watching this video
Yeah.
today and they have a set of Racing Service Watanabe wheels, this man drilled
Probably
their
drilling
wheels.
his wheel. This is the man probably drilling your wheel. So now we saw the custom drill and hole, like offset and hole. I'll show you the custom offset. So we do that also by hand. So for Watanabe, whoever you have a set of Watanabe, you probably know we do custom offset. And like it's like 1 millimeter, like not -5, -16. Like we do -5, -6, -7, -8, like 1 millimeter distance. I'll show you how we can do that. So this is also 50 years old. 50 years old room, you can see.
Again, everything hand done.
Hand done, yes. It's no, you just put the data and it gets done. No. It's this guy.
He
that-
measures it.
Yes.
So like, what is this individual doing?
He's making the custom hub ring for the customer. You can buy hub rings from store, but if it's a really special car, you cannot buy it. So then we make it for the customer.
So this is
the size that he's gonna modify now. He writes there.
why does he write it down there?
That's what he's gonna set on the machine. So we have the order from customer, like this customer wants like offset plus 35 or something. So we have this order, and then every time like the set he does, he put the like
He writes it on
he
there.
writes it on there.
So that way he doesn't have to keep looking.
No.
So this is his work for the
this
day.
is work for the day. I'm like this is work for like the whole week probably.
How many is he able to do in one day?
So if we do only like custom hub, probably 30 to 40 a day. So for the standard spec, we don't need to do this thing.
It's flat already.
It's flat already. But for the custom offset or like custom hub, we need to do that.
Got it.
Oh, so this is a brake clearance stuff we do for spoke.
Oh, is that done on the same
これも
machine?
機械でやるんですか?
僕の手で
Yeah.
Does he like cars, or does he have a set of these wheels for his car?
今、渡辺は入ってるんですか自分の車に。何乗ってるんですか
あんまりかっこよくないです
かっこよくもない。
Oh, I want to see this.
He's gonna show you his.
今現在は 4S
So this is a 4S.
8スポ
It's broke.
Did he work on his own wheels?
あれ自分の車は自分で削ったんですか
あやりました
Yeah.
Do you think that this old process and this handmade process is what makes it so special? Like, is that the charm, or
That's the charm I feel like, because, I can buy a wallet from anywhere. But when it's a wallet handcrafted, hand sewed, we're going to pay him more money, right? But it's not because it is like better product than that factory product. Because I think probably the factory product is way better. It's using a better sewing machine, but this guy's like sewing by hand. But I like, because I know the thing that this guy made, I know that guy. I have seen that guy.
But the interesting thing to me is most people have no idea that these things are handmade.
I think, yeah, Watanabe doors are always open for everyone. So I want like people to come and see your wheels are made by these people. You can handshake with the people that made your wheel.
Do you think Mr. Watanabe ever at any point thought, hey, maybe this process is too old, maybe we need to modernize a little more?
So to be honest, I'm a modern businessman, so I think a lot about efficiency or something. I have offered him to discontinue the sand mold. It doesn't make any sense to me. But Mr. Watanabe replied me, he doesn't want to discontinue it because Watanabe's, like, their spirit is like, we're making it for you, hand built. So
It's the last of its kind.
he's the last of his kind. So it's, I think, like, probably a lot of other wheel maker want to make money, but these people, like, they want to make wheels. They want to make wheels for your car, for your race car.
RS Watanabe started out racing in F4 and they built their own race cars in the early 60s. They eventually brought the same technology that they implemented into their racing wheels into their street wheels, and from then on, a legacy wheel company was born.
This is so Japanese.
Yeah.
Outside stairwell, right next to the power line. Like I could literally touch the power line here.
Yeah, just touch it and he'll get fried.
No.
So then it's this building here
Yeah.
and also
And
this building.
This building, yeah.
When in Japan,
Yeah.
gotta use
Suripa.
slippers.
This is the magnesium forge and this is the aluminum forge. So feel the difference.
Oh, wow. That is a huge difference.
It's hard to, yeah, let's
Bro.
lift it. It's like,
Are you kidding me?
yeah.
That is a big difference.
So this is, the origin of Watanabe. Racing Service Watanabe, they didn't make the wheels, they make the whole car.
So then this is the original.
Blueprint of the race car.
Wow.
So back on those days, they had the F1, F2, and then this was like Japanese below the category there. There was Watanabe and then Hayashi. They were also making like this whole car. So they made the car. Everyone wants to get better than the other one. Then Watanabe made the wheel of their own. I think Hayashi probably did the same thing.
When did the wheel portion of this company start?
1981, very, very early 1980. Just after like these racing things were like done.
So much history.
It's Larry's wheel
Present.
today.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it just
These are my wheels?
yeah. It just done today.
Full disclosure, 100% not planned at all. I ordered these wheels a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago, and I just wanted to change it up. I wanted to get these on my Z car because I've always wanted a set of Racing Service Watanabe wheels.
Here we go.
Oh, buddy.
This is a fresh wheel.
So fresh. Factory fresh. We're literally at the factory.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is the raw material and the polish tape we wanted.
This is so nice. This is so cool because now I've met the person that's drilled it.
Yeah.
I've met the person that's done the offset on it.
Yeah.
This natural finish
Yeah.
is something that is just so special. Really, it's so unique. You just can't it won't be the same from one wheel to the
like,
other.
Your other 3 wheels is definitely different from like this one.
That's what makes it
A
special.
good thing you ordered the raw color, so you can feel like how different they're all for. But if you get the painted one, like these textures, they got deleted by the paint.
This is so cool. This is so special. Really. The fact that it could be this customized is really cool. The finish is so nice. Like, I really like this. Well, I feel like it kind of goes with the rest of the car, right? The rest of the car, it's worn down. I drive it hard. I race it still. And that's what it's going to be used for. I use it as my autocross car.
That's the thing I like about Watanabe. Like your classic car, it's hard to find the old wheels anymore. And it's always like mismatching or something. But Watanabe still can make me
Something that looks old.
Yeah, that looks
That is old.
That is old.
Because it's the same process, but it's brand new.
Yeah. These are the original footprints of the wheels. Like the original from 80s.
Hand-drawn
Yeah,
on
don't touch
this tissue paper.
Yeah. Not copies. And we don't have copies.
These are the originals
These are the originals, yeah.
of every wheel.
Every wheel. So these are like, I can show you. Yeah, a lot of like different wheels or something. This is F8. So all the designs.
What's amazing to me is obviously it's hand drawn because of it's of the era, but like all the notes, everything. That is so cool. This is kind of one of the things that Mr. Watanabe was worried about, like this stuff getting out.
Yeah, so people can copy his wheels or something. And I told him like, this generation is just so inefficient if anyone wants to copy this. Even if I give them that, like, you cannot beat the price what they're like selling for.
I wanted to check out the 2 A86s parked out in front of the shop. One of the cars belonged to Mr. Oda-san, the owner of Crystal Body Yokohama, also known as CBY. He's had the car for over 30 years and continues to develop parts for it.
So this is the first one. This is an old car. This is CBY A86. This is the fastest NA car in scuba circuit, still till now. And this is a street car. It's got plate.
Oh, maybe. Oh, it has a plate.
It has a plate. It's a street car. And it's got a plate from old age because you can see like there's only 2 number.
Wow.
These are the new forged aluminum. He uses Racing Service Watanabe wheels. And now also we work on a lot of projects with CBY for developing parts for A86.
Can we take a look at the engine bay?
Yeah, sure. Every car has like something special, but his car, like, he just didn't compromise anywhere.
Dude, this airbox?
Yeah.
Is this whole thing the airbox?
Yeah.
Wait.
So
What
you get
the
like,
hell?
the air from here.
Yeah.
So it's 1.8 liter now. So it's got like probably 220, 230 horsepower.
Out of a 1.8 liter?
Out of 1.8 liter EONG. Like that's incredible if you own a EONG, Like 4AG doesn't make that much power. They're slow.
So then what does this rev out to?
Probably 85 to 9,000.
What does this weigh in at? Because so much of it is carbon. It's
Yeah.
got to be pretty light, huh?
1,600 pounds, the whole car.
No wonder it's so fast.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is how simple everything is. How simple the cage is.
Yeah.
But like this door panel is still the stock door panel.
Yeah.
And it's actually in pretty good condition,
It is.
surprisingly. Wait, does it still have windows?
Yeah.
It still has glass.
It's like
For a
stock
time
glass.
attack car, but I guess it's still a street car.
It's a street car.
This is so crazy. I love it.
So he built just a replica of this car.
Oh. So
And
then
with like better equipments.
it's a more updated
It's
version.
more modern thing. So you can see like this one got look at the gearbox.
Oh, geez.
Look at the gearbox.
That is serious.
It's like actually pedal shifted.
Okay, so what does he use this for? Time attack also?
He also uses it for time attack, drifting, both.
Pretty much all purpose.
All purpose.
That's pretty cool. It's got to be interesting to see both of them together.
Yeah.
But this one isn't street
Oh no,
registered.
this one's street legal too.
But like this one has all updated things, including Lexan windows.
Yeah, Lexan windows.
So this has got to be even lighter then.
It's lighter actually. It's lighter than the other one.
They both look so incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because Mr. Watanabe, right?
Yeah.
He participates in this hobby, drives and enjoys, the fruits of his labor. I
Yeah.
think that's super cool. Just putting the stuff that he makes to the test.
Yeah.
How long have these been available?
These are
wheels?
like pretty new. So the one we have in this car, this is Magnesium forged. Probably the world's lightest wheel. The forging art came out 2 years ago, and these are we're still working on releasing probably somewhere this year. So now we're testing like all the not only the JWL test, we drive, race, and then we find like what good, what not.
Okay, so this hasn't even been announced.
No.
So we're
You're
revealing
the first guy,
this.
yeah.
Magnesium
Magnesium
Forged.
forged.
in
forged.
2025.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a street wheel, street
Street
and
wheel,
race
yeah.
wheel.
It's got like the JWL mark, so.
Yep.
But we go way above the JWL. We drive this car, we race with them, so.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure, yeah.
It'll withstand like curb hopping.
Yeah. And that things you can never test in JWL if you don't drive or if you don't race. So we also care about those things like, that your tire is not moving when it's mounted on the wheel. The concept is like, winning the race, so.
How light is that wheel?
It's real light, like less than 8 pounds. It's less than 8 pounds. This
How's
wheel,
that possible?
that is the Magnesium forged.
8 pounds?
Yeah.
At that point, it's getting close to a carbon fiber wheel.
Yeah,
weight,
almost
right?
close to carbon fiber. But yeah. So that's the thing about Mr. Watanabe. The first time when he when he put some effort in the wheel, he found it changed the wheels a lot, like changed the whole car a lot. And he was amazed like how it changes. So now we're still like, every time we do something new, we get amazed. And we want to like make people amazed too.
RS Watanabe has been in this building for over 60 years, and it's located in Tsurumi City. Tsuru means crane, and Tsurumi means 3 cranes. And that's how they came up with the 3 cranes logo for RS Watanabe.
So this is probably a good symbol of this town. When you take the train, you can see this Watanabe. He was literally there in that house.
Wait,
This is Mr. Watanabe's private house.
I had the opportunity to meet with Mr. Watanabe's father, who's the original founder of RS Watanabe. With the limited time I had with Mr. Watanabe, I tried to explain to him how much he's actually changed the car culture world for the better. So many incredible and inspirational tuner cars all over the world run RS Watanabe wheels to just have that special look, including so many of the rides from my car club, Team Wildcards. Now I can say I finally own a set of real RS Watanabe wheels for my 240Z. It's pretty hard to describe in words, like this whole experience. It's something else, right? Car culture is thriving. It is bigger than it's ever been. And it's from these trendsetters that worked so hard all these years ago to be completely excellent in what they're doing. His son has taken the torch and brought this brand to new heights that honestly, I'm assuming his dad probably was never possible. Now they sell over 9,000 wheels a year.